Hey, wait, right there. Isn't it a myth that Gandhi ever said that?
Well, it clearly quotes him right here, so I'm sure that's exactly what Gandhi said. It's gotta be true. I mean, it's on the internet. Hey, it makes sense too. Look at the Proteus effect. People's real life behavior changes based on the avatar they're using.
You expect me to believe that from someone who took an internet quote at face value?
There are actual psychological studies of this stuff published in academic journals. Behavior confirmation is a huge contributor to the Proteus effect. Like, if you think you're being perceived a certain way based on the characteristics of your avatar, you will act that way.
Okay, that makes sense.
There are over 50 studies on this phenomenon in a wide range of areas. For example, people who use taller avatars were found to negotiate more aggressively, people who use more attractive avatars were found to have more social confidence, and people who used inventor looking avatars came up with more creative ideas during a brainstorming task. And research looking across all studies, called a meta analysis, found the effect to be pretty strong, especially for studies conducted in VR.
Wow. Okay, so I guess you really should be the avatar you want to see in this world.
Yep. And oh, I just Googled it. Everyone really did falsely quote Gandhi.
What? I told you.
For more information, check out our podcast, Spartycast.
Oh my God, I love that video. Welcome to Robby's research recap. And, the video is so educating that I didn't even know if I needed a recap, but we started this recap thing here at Spartycast, so I'm going to do it. Be the avatar you wish to see in the world. You could be a nerdy 80s 3D movie kind of avatar, or you could even be an actual, like, fully formed dog type avatar, like I am right here. But the Proteus effect would suggest that if I use a dog avatar, I'm going to act more like a dog in this meeting, or more like a panda, or well, maybe I should use something that actually has stereotypes, like a fox. All right, here I am in a Zoom avatar fox, and but like, what does this really mean? Why would we care? Mia said it's a relatively strong effect. Absolutely. And Mia and Tyler, just I forgot to mention that I appreciate them so much. They did such a good job on this video. It's so cool. Mia Burkhart and Tyler Marks, showing us their acting and writing skills on this one. So yeah, so the first article that she mentioned was this meta-analysis. This is not the first study of the Proteus effect, but a meta-analysis means an analysis of previous studies. So I led a team, some awesome scholars, and I looked at all of the existing studies. At that time, we looked at 46 studies and found an effect size of 0.22 to 0.26. Just to give you some context, the average effect size for, say, violent video games on aggression, meta-analyses have found between 0.06 and 0.12 or 0.15 at the high end, which is a bit debatable in their methodologies. We used relatively conservative methodologies, and we came to 0.22 to 0.26. So what does that mean? It means that our effect, and then if you look at advertising research on how persuaded people are, this effect is relatively strong. And we did another study, which we presented at the International Communication Association conference recently, led by Dr. Bea, for this one, where we found that the effect size was about 0.30, looking only at studies that were run in VR using headsets where you kind of feel immersed, right? So what does this mean? This means that the Proteus effect in the metaverse is going to be even stronger than we might imagine it. And of course, people will be using avatars in the metaverse. So it's going to be even stronger than we might imagine it in other contexts. So we'll be wearing our VR goggles, and we'll be transported into virtual worlds using an avatar that we've chosen, that we've customized, but that maybe is fit and makes us exercise more, or carry stereotypes of creativity, and then we're more creative in brainstorming tasks. um, or is more studious and makes us study harder or communicate better when it's more socially adept. So all of these avatar effects can be used for good. Of course, they can be used for evil too. Um, I like to say that we need new media literacies, in the same way as you need media literacy to understand when someone's trying to persuade you in a YouTube video using emotional music or gesturing really fast to try to convince you of things, to try to persuade you. Well, media literacy in the context of the metaverse and the Proteus effect might mean recognizing when a platform modifies your avatar in a way that's designed to push you toward a certain choice. Like, I don't know, the platform makes your avatar look a little bit like the political candidate that research has found will make you more likely to vote for that candidate. So when you see that happening, you'll be like, okay, well, I'm not going to let that influence me. I'm instead going to think clearly about these choices I'm making. Maybe I'm not going to buy that thing, that avatar T-shirt that I don't need because they've given me a brand through my avatar that makes me associate makes me associate myself with that brand, and then makes me want to buy it or buy that junk food or whatever it is. It is a brave new world coming in this future of the Proteus effect and the metaverse. Thank you very much, Mia and Tyler, for that fun edutainment video.